Mounting frustration over the government's lack of answers on the mysterious drones flying over the East Coast.
A drone that everybody's asking about what it is.
Today, people in the New York metro area are reporting a growing number of drones.
It's totally and completely unacceptable that you have all this drone activity going on, that people are seeing with their own eyes.
Now, if you clicked on this video, you are asking the same question that everyone and myself are asking. What are all the drones being filmed on social media all across the US? Start off, I'm not a professional or anything specific, particular to this, but I am just a guy who is going to be going over information. I'm pretty much going to be going over the basic theories of what's out there. Just a few examples that I be hearing a lot of is like Project Bluebeam is being one of the main ones. Actual UFO invasion. These are signs of the Bible's rapture. Just like there's a really lot of theories out there, and I just want to go over a basic idea of what there is. But firstly, of course, if you don't already know, there have been countless videos posted from across the world, mainly starting off in New Jersey, in the US, of course. Just a bunch of countless videos on social media of drones in the sky, different drones, even orbs, things that look like UFOs, they say. And you could say some are UFOs, you could say some are orbs, you could say they're just drones, they're just planes and airplanes and very close to Earth satellites, and people are just tripping. But it's just a really lot of reports, so it's just a very interesting thing because nobody knows what's going on, and the people that you feel like do aren't necessarily sharing the information. As an example, doing my research, I came across this video that I found interesting of the president himself, the guy you would look at for an answer. He's just as confused and out of the known as much as we are.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. For some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster.
You received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
In this process of doing all this research, I kind of learned something that the more I dove into this, the more confused I got. There's just so much unknown behind it. It's been happening, I believe, since November. It's been happening for a while now. I think a few months. More videos are being posted about it on social media. It's increasing as opposed to going away, and it's just really interesting what's happening right now. But across the information and across the research, I'm just gonna go over the basic idea of what this is to kind of get people to understand what this theory is. But the first theory that I really was coming across and hearing a lot was Project Bluebeam. And going into Project Bluebeam, this lands me to two different branches of the theory. Two theories in this one big theory, and it's pretty much the idea is, in short, Project Bluebeam is to project a false alien attack / invasion to cause everyone to abandon their beliefs and fall in line to eventually lead to everyone being led under one world order / new world order. Of course, that was one branch, and pretty much the other branch is, of course, the same idea, but instead of it being an alien invasion that's being projected, it's pretty much going to be they're projecting the return of Jesus Christ, so they're projecting the rapture happening. So to kind of give some support to this theory, I'm going to show you what drones can do. There's some footage, a lot of footage actually, but I'm going to show you a little bit from China. Their drone technology is pretty insane. They use it to the max, and you'll see yourself here what kind of would support that idea and why they could kind of create things that look real, like UFOs maybe, or like a big thing of Jesus coming. Like, you can kind of get an idea of it. Now, what that leads me to the next theory, which is pretty much these drones are from another country. This one to me is a little hard to believe because I feel like the US would have put them down.
You dumb son of a bitch!
There's a little more to it than what we know. I feel like based off of some footage I've seen, of course, like I said, from China. I'm gonna show more China footage. Just their technology is so friggin' advanced, and it's crazy to imagine that a US would be the best advanced one. There's a chance that another country might be better at something than us. And I feel like China's tech is pretty fucking insane right now. They're doing a lot. But you can see the drones are pretty much, very much, I feel, ahead of us, at least from what we've seen. But again, we don't know what these drones are. We don't know. Next theory, pretty much based off of the two other things of the Project Illuminate, but these are the actual, this is real shit now. Not real, you know, but it's like, instead of projecting it, it's kind of the idea that it's real now. Pretty much is an alien invasion, actual alien invasion. There's a lot of different things being spotted of these weird orb things, and I'm gonna show you a few videos I forgot what the fuck they're called. UFO, different clips and things of UFOs. A lot of people are getting, or they zoom in and it looks like a fucking UFO, and it's pretty insane. Now the next one, actual rapture and Jesus' return, the biblical one, of course. And again, I'm going over basic information of each one of these just to kind of get the ideas out there of what these are. I do want to do a deep dive into each individual one, which I will hopefully be posting at the top of the video somewhere, and you can click, or it'll be in the description. This one's interesting because there's one thing in specific that kind of caught my eye. Speaking of eyes, it's kind of a thing from the Bible. But there's this clip of the someone zooming in on this drone or this orb right in the sky, and they're zooming in, and it looks kind of super specifically like this one description from the Bible. And I'm gonna post the thing of it because I can't explain it myself, but it's one little thing that people are saying is like a thing of the Bible, and it's a real life angel or a real life entity from the Bible. I'm gonna misspeak of it, but it's something that's interesting to check out. And now the final theory is, I believe it is the US tech. I believe it's US drones. I believe it is our own drones. I feel like if it were the enemies, we would have shot them down. I feel like if it's aliens, or maybe we don't know what the hell's going on. Probably being used to fuck with Joe Biden or something, you know? But for real now, this is just something I came across I found very interesting. Is this guy was saying that drones were kind of being used to use our own drones, and they're using them to go around and looking for radioactive material or gas leaks. I can see that. I can very much see that. It's just interesting that they're going over New Jersey, and now they're kind of going over all over the U.S.
Sat in my office, and I've been monitoring this whole drone issue. Said about them potentially, looking for some type of, radioactive material or gas leak or something along those lines. I stand by that. Really no reason for a drone to be flying at night, because you can't see anything with a standard camera, right?
Sure.
Now, we do have great thermal optics, and you can see very well at night, but your resolution just isn't going to be the same. It would be better to do it at night, just simply because the winds aren't as aggressive and you are measuring parts per million. What they're looking for has to be pretty damned important, because if you look at the cost of the hysteria and the financial cost of operating these unmanned systems versus the cost of something that could happen, what could happen could outweigh the cost of hysteria. And these are decisions that our federal government had to make.
Yeah, that was pretty much all the info I got off of the research I did. This is all interesting. I learned a lot more. As I learned more, I kind of learned how much more mysterious this is. I learned a lot of theories, but I didn't really get closer to what it could really be, I feel like, personally. I truly don't fully know what I believe. I just feel like it could be our own drones, but I can't explain the orbs. I can't explain the way some of them look. I can't explain a lot of shit. I feel like there are a lot of people that are tripping. I feel like a lot of people are kind of jumping on board, recording planes, recording airplanes, and all that shit. But there's too many people reporting shit for it all to be false. I feel like there are drones. There are actually drones going around, but we don't know what it is. But yeah, please like, subscribe. I will be covering these down more. I will also be covering some specific videos off of this more. But anyway, please like, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Comment what you thought about the video. Comment any of these specific theories you'd like me to jump on into. Again, I'm not an expert in this. I am learning, but I am here to give what I learned. So yes, thank you. I'll see you on the next one.